All right. Welcome.
All right, welcome to Her Voice Unleashed. We are dedicated to empowering women and helping them stand up, speak out, and go for what they want in life. I am Nikita Sharma, and with me here is.
I'm Amita Kumar, physician and life coach, and together we're breaking through societal norms and stereotypes and guiding you so that you can nurture your physical, mental, and spiritual well being. And today we are going to launch into unleashing your inner strength. I think that that's a big undertaking, but Nikita just did a vision board exercise, and I'm going to let you start with telling us how you start doing that and what it looks like.
For sure. So, there are so many ways to do a vision board. And I remember my first one, which was like 5 years ago. It was literally three sentences scribbled out onto a piece of paper. And they were the top three things that I was dissatisfied with in my life from that past year, things that I wanted different. And I just finished a personal development seminar and they helped us curate these three sentences. And it was basically, we first wrote down all the things that we were not happy with in our life and then picked the top three. And then at the end of them, we wrote, and I'm satisfied. Like, for example, my health is not where I want it to be. I don't feel good in my body and I'm satisfied. So that emotion that it elicited was, I don't want to be in the same place next year. This is something that is very, very important to me. So just wrote it down on paper. I kept it by my bed and looked at it frequently. And within a year, I think it was a year and 2 months, everything happened, came true on that paper. So that's when I was like, holy crap, like there's some validity to this vision board stuff. So over the years, I've made some crazy, crazy vision boards and even like last year, I didn't have time to do one. And I just wrote on a sticky note, like stability. That was my intention for the year. So you can go all out with vision boards. You can write them as a sentence. You can make visuals. It can literally just be an intention. But the main idea is to keep it somewhere you see it every single day and refer to it often and just remind yourself of that because it's so easy to get pulled in a thousand directions throughout the year, and then the year comes by and then you're like, oh, I didn't actually put intention, focus, and energy into what I wanted, and I'm in the same place last year. So that's the basis of it, and visuals are very, very, very powerful. And so with my vision board, our party that we did this past Saturday, I started with one intention. My intention for this year is focus, and I put all those things on there that help me focus. So, like, what systems help me focus, help me feel sharp? And those are things like meditation, exercise, help expelling excess energy, and things that feed my mind and help me focus. So, things like artist state, like going in nature, like drawing, creativity, helping my brain expand and come up with ideas. And then, yeah, that's just kind of the tip of it. So, how about you, Amita? Have you done a vision board? What do yours look like?
I have not done a vision board in a very, very, very long time, maybe 2 decades. Um, I think that I appreciate you saying, though, that it can look in different ways. So I guess I did some envisioning like a couple years ago, where I kind of put in categories. So, like, um, relationships, spirituality, career, um, finance, and knowledge. I think that's the five. And so basically, then I said, like, what I want to improve in all those different sectors. And then after that, I even did I say physical health? Okay, well, anyway, health isn't one of those.
You can
So
just add
mental
it all
health
there.
and physical health is under one of those.
Mhm.
Anyways, and so then I basically wrote like how I was what I was dissatisfied in those categories, kind of similar to you, and then what I wanted to improve on. And then you have to look at your actual calendar and your day to day and your month to month and your week to week, actually, because that's the only way that it's actually going to get done this year, right? For me, I do a lot less goal setting now than I do like day to day, week to week intentional progress. So I think I said this last time, which was about just like reading. So part of my mental health was increasing my knowledge. And so to increase knowledge, it was about reading, whether it was a self-help book or a nonfiction book or a fiction book or whatever. And I guess it's for the same reasoning, which is like expanding my brain, right? For whatever reason. So whether it be creativity or like true like academic knowledge or whatever. So that's an easy one, mental health. And then physical health was like, I hired a trainer last year and I went to the gym at least 3 to 4 times a week. And I did something other than just elliptical, which is my comfort zone. So even now, that took a little while to like build up to. So one of the things I did was I told my trainer not to tell me if he was not going to make it until like the time of our session, because, you know, sometimes he'll be like, hey, I can't make it tomorrow morning. First session of the day. And then that would give me kind of excuse not to go to the gym. So I was like, instead, I'm planning to go. That's my accountability, right? I'm paying someone to train me. And if I get there at 8:20 and my session starts at 8:30 and he's like, hey, I won't make it, then I'm like, well, I'm already here. So I had to like mentally get him to also help me with that. And because it does take a bit of a hurdle to be like, I don't really have to go then since I'm not meeting anyone there like I was planning to.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to say, though, in the last month or two, maybe a month and a half, I do things other than elliptical, even if it's just me. So, you know, like I finally learned how to use a couple of the machines. I do a couple of free weights. You know, there's nothing too crazy, that's for sure. But it's something more and something outside of my comfort zone. I think that's also the point. I have slacked on my nutrition. I was doing really well there for a while. And now I'm back to like, my obsession is now blue tortilla chips. Chips in general, but blue tortilla chips are officially my vice again. So I finally bought some cottage cheese again just today. And somehow I got off of that. Like, I think it was just routine, you know, like everybody gets off of some sort of routine. I don't know if it was the summer because then my kids were home or if it was because my in-laws were here. I don't know. Just like you get out of like your usual breakfast routine and then you're like, why do I need cottage cheese? So I'm back at that. So I think the bottom line is,
do you have, so you were mentioning about like writing down your goals.
Yes.
And like, yeah. So do you have those written down?
I don't have any goals written down. I just want to improve. So for me, progress instead of perfection helps me get to where I want to go. My ultimate goal is to be able to lift my couch without help.
I love
I still don't know why or what the reasoning. There's not really good reasoning, except that I just don't want to like wait for my husband to get home to change my couch around.
No, I totally get it. It's that feeling of like empowerment, of like self like reliance kind of.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I always
And
make
it's
the
kind of
joke.
like,
I always
yeah,
make the joke. I'm like,
stupid.
I don't need no man to open my jars.
Yeah.
But then sometimes they're really tight.
Yeah. Sometimes they're really tight. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I also have this like big awkward couch, so I don't really know if I'm ever gonna be able to like do it on my own. But now my kids are getting
But it
bigger, so
represents.
yeah, I can at least ask them to be like, okay, now you can help me, because I mean, my daughter's 100 pounds and my son is like 80 some pounds, and they're both as tall as I am, so they should be able to help me rearrange the couch. Like,
How heavy is your couch?
no, it's actually modular. So that's part of the problem. So it has like 6 pieces. And so I want to like rearrange it sometimes, but it takes some like wide arms and bulky, you know, it's like, it's not so simple.
It's awkward, yeah, to hold.
Yeah, it's also awkward.
Yeah.
That's my goal. I'm far from it. but that's
No, but
okay.
it's something that's tangible, right? And it's always
Yeah,
like going to kind of our topic of self-empowerment and strategies to build strength. Having a goal, something that is attainable and like small and realistic at the start is so important to help you get to like your long-term goal. So, just like
and
you wanting
why?
to exactly, exactly. So
Mhm.
for you wanting to move that couch, like, yeah, why is that important to you?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's exactly what you said. It's not about like, oh, I'm so strong now. It's just like I want to be able to move it around when I want to and not wait for someone else to like help me move it around. Um, and so it kind of, I don't even know if I'm, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to move my couch ever, but it represents this like ability to do it without another person. So we'll see. And
Yeah,
also just like to prevent osteoporosis. Like I don't want to get osteoporosis.
exactly. Like if that couch gets harder and harder to move, you're getting further and further away from your goal.
Correct.
So, eventually it should get easier and easier. Maybe if you can't ever do it all by yourself, but it's a good
Yeah,
benchmark. So,
totally.
yeah,
Yeah. So I guess
yeah.
health, is one big one. And in health, I just want to make sure that everyone understands it's like both mental and physical. And so, what are you doing to help improve your mental health, improve your physical health? And then there's also bits of both of those things, right? So, what do you do for your mental health?
Mine is the gym. Like it helps my mental
Yeah.
and physical health, but
Yeah.
in all honesty, like I needed something more than the gym at one point. So, like meditation and gratitude, those were huge. And
Yeah.
nature really, really, really helped me. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah. I mean, definitely mental health stuff is gratitude and coaching. I mean, and honestly, for me, I get huge personal fulfillment from taking care of my patients. So I was actually off for 2 weeks because of Christmas and New Year's, and I was feeling a little lost without my patients.
Yeah, yeah.
So, it just keeps me back in the groove of things and really super present when I'm with my patients. I have no idea what time it is when I'm in clinic.
Yeah, that's how you know you're in the right spot, right? When time just like
Yeah,
starts to melt away.
yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah, I love that. So I guess the big questions for the audience or the takeaways is when feeling something to help you feel empowered is set those small goals, set those small realistic goals. Your benchmark, like your couch. What is your version of your couch that you can make that you can accomplish in a realistic timeline? And if you've never done that before, if you're really lacking in self-belief and doubting yourself, start small. Start with something you can do in like 4, 6 weeks and then crush it and then see that you're capable of it, see what it takes, because then your mind and body will remember that blueprint of like, okay, like I made these little sacrifices. It was like on my brain all the time. It was this, 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 this. And then set a bigger goal, maybe in like 3 months and then maybe 6 months. And then you just get better. You just continue to learn the process. And that helps build self belief, helps build confidence. And then you can go out in other areas of your life because you have that. You know that you're capable of doing what you set your mind to. So,
I love it.
yeah.
I know we talked a lot about goals today, and I think next time we'll talk about how to achieve the goals because goal setting is really good. Envisioning is really good because you have to have the big picture in mind, but then you have to also create the process on how to do that. So, truly creating the tiny little habits, the tiny things that are going to make the needle move.
Yes. Yes. I love that. It's good. It's good. It's all flowing together kind of with
Yeah.
the year as it's going. So,
Thanks, everyone.
all right. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.